Because it's not about me. It's about all the victims, and it's about stopping future victims and stopping this before it gets worse. So we have to apply the pressure. And we will today. Now, before I do get to the statements here, by the way, I do have other news. We'll see if we can get to it. I mean, I've got the most interesting parts of the JFK files, which they didn't really release. Again, more insubordination against Trump right out of the DOJ. And then these other judges that are fighting him. But see, that's what I'm saying. It's the entire entity of these leftists, these Democrats, these communists, these terrorists, whether it's judges, whether it's teachers, whether it's lawyers, whether it's media members. They're all, it's beyond just the mental disorder. It's beyond just the woke mind virus. It's beyond just Trump derangement syndrome. They've gone full terrorist. They've gone full hate group. It's all the way. It's 100%. It's pedal to the metal. It's not just about a cliche or a catchphrase. This is what's going on. Now, let's do this. Let's play the footage that we have. Guys, pull up the original X footage from last night, and I'll just kind of talk through what's going on here for people on the screen, and then we'll air the new version that nobody's seen from my neighbor. We'll air that next. But let's start with the security footage that we have. And by the way, I've got the security footage at my house of the pizzas being delivered this morning. And we'll show you the security footage right now of last night with the guns drawn raid on me. Then I'll show you just the cell phone video. So this is just the security footage at my front door. And I do have some other security footage, but I've just decided not to put it out because there's other people and license plates and, my license plate and other personal stuff. And it doesn't really do any service. These are the only ones that really need to be seen. And so here they are pointing the guns at me, telling me to take my shirt off, and then eventually I have to go get on the ground and crawl to them. And so that's the security footage. And by the way, I won't say too much. I already ramped up security already because I anticipated this was coming and some other issues, but now I'm going to ramp it up again. So I'm going to have even more camera angles if and when this happens again. And I'm talking to some other people about some security measurements as well, but that's the security footage. This is the footage shot from my cell phone of the whole incident that I'll kind of walk you through as well. Do we have that ready, guys? Can we start that at the top? If we have that ready, we'll start that at the top. Yeah, that's the one. So this is the footage from my cell phone. I'm gonna start this at the top and kind of walk you through the moments in silence. But this is right after I open my door and see them. Can I just
record this? Drop the phone. All of our cameras are running, brother. All right, I assure you, this is a non-starter, gentlemen. The collar of your shirt from the back. Hey, I got top side. You ain't that front door. Keep your shirt up like that and rotate.
You see the lasers.
You want me to take my shirt? I have nothing. You want me to take my shirt? The collar of your shirt from the top. Pull up. Rotate. 360. Turn. Slowly. Turn. Slowly. Stop. Put your hands up. Put your hands on the back of your head. You're going to walk backwards to the sound of my voice. Start walking.
So at this point, barefoot, shirts off, walking backwards.
Backwards towards the sound of my voice.
Guns pointed at me.
Stop.
G-Man switch, you got front door, I got rear,
Get on your knees.
Just so you guys know, I'm home alone. This is a false police report.
Start crawling back towards the sound of my voice.
Yeah, I'm getting on mine too. Just keep crawling back.
You got it, guys. Whatever you need.
Now I'm on the street. You'll kind of see me pop up on the street here on the left side of your screen.
Keep crawling. Now lay on your stomach. Put your
down, and they're going to handcuff me and then eventually pick me up and just kind of take me into my neighbor's driveway, lean me up against the wall. And then shortly, you're going to see the team that enters the front door of my house. You can hear all the sirens going off. They had police vehicles there. They had unmarked vehicles there. There was probably a team of at least a dozen officers. You can hear all the sirens going off. They had police vehicles there. They had unmarked vehicles there. There was probably a team of at least a dozen officers there. Front of the house, back of the house, side of the house. So you just saw them walk me up my neighbor's driveway, and now they've just got me. But you can hear it's just total chaos. Sirens everywhere, police everywhere, guns everywhere. Because somebody called in a false report that I had shot and killed somebody in my house. Live alone, was home alone, pretty much always the case. But, you know, God forbid there was some family or a friend over to have to deal with this. So now they're moving in. So at this point, they have my house surrounded, the back, the sides.
Police department, make yourself known! Police department, come to the front door! All police department, come to the front door, your hands up and empty. It's the only way I can guarantee your safety. Yeah, I'm good.
I can't only imagine what they were thinking when they walked in the house. I was literally sitting down to dinner, had a burrito sitting on the kitchen table. My gun holstered sitting there as well, and I had my all my TV monitors on, all the news there. And he just went into the house and tore it up, made sure every crook and cranny was checked. Now, this is the footage we have not aired yet. Who's there? And he just went into the house and tore it up, made sure every crook and cranny was checked. Now, this is the footage we have not aired yet. I was sent this from my neighbor. There's obviously a disturbance in the neighborhood when you see this going on. This is pretty eerie to see, but this is the back end view where you can see them putting their lasers on their guns. This is them pointing their guns at me, putting their lasers on my body, on my head, on my back. How bad does it have to get is the question. One slip of a finger, one miscommunication, one misunderstanding, one object misidentified, one wrong turn, and this thing can turn deadly. Now, as I said, I was anticipating this, so I'd taken some proper measurements, not just, you know, with some security stuff and some other stuff, but, you know, mentally to know this was going to happen. And as soon as I saw flashlights shining into my house, shining onto the walls and stuff, and I looked out through the window and saw what was going on, I knew this was the case. So that's grabbed my phone, got ready to record. So I was able to get that footage. And, you know, honestly, you know, some unsolicited advice after that is like, hey, you know, you shouldn't have done that. That's the stuff that ends up getting you shot. Well, it had to be recorded. So, you know, you could Monday morning quarterback it all day long. But I will say the police, which unfortunately had to do this dirty work, the police, which unfortunately had to come out there, they were apologetic. They didn't want to be involved in this. They were as professional as you can get with a bad situation. As I said, there's things I need to do, due diligence I need to do, following up with this, contacting the police, contacting detectives, contacting federal law enforcement. Hopefully I'll be able to do that maybe tonight, but most of them will probably be off work, so I'll have to do it tomorrow morning. But there you go. So when we come back from this break, I will read the statement from Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. I will read the statement from the National Police Association. Mike Lee with a statement. But it's pretty clear now, folks. And by the way, as I said, Musk is frustrated. Trump is frustrated. They can only sit here and say the Democrats or domestic terrorists do something so many times without the FBI, the DOJ,